Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to more Let's Play Jade Cocoon 2. My name is Rabbit, and I have a little fun update slash change for you guys. And as you can immediately tell from this screen, it is regarding our formation. So I didn't have a specific reason for switching things up in the way that I did. I just wanted us to try something a little bit different. Pretty much throughout this entire Let's Play, the emphasis has been on the fire side. So I wanted to kind of rotate through the ranks a little bit and us spend some focus and some time with our earth side. And I think next I will go ahead and try to do something with our air slash wind side, but I still wasn't feeling confident with the options that I had, even though we had great merging. I guess, Seed Beast or Kalma, I hadn't been merging my Divine Beasts up until that point, so they still, in my opinion, were not strong enough to go ahead and go straight onto the Amulet. So I have quite a few sitting in my kennel, but they're not really ready, in my opinion, to go on the Amulet. So that is why I opted to not put anything here on the air side and instead focus on my handy dandy green slash earth side. So that's really it in terms of the very general change. But the other thing that I did want to update you guys on that I did do off camera before we look at who is on my amulet, I did want to share with you guys that I spent a little bit of time going through the Beast Hunter Wars. As you can see through here, the people that are available are different now, and the prize money is much more than it was before because I fought some of the earlier people. So I ended up gaining a total of 25 reputation. And in addition to that, I amassed almost 2,000 yen. I think it was something like 1,950. So I got quite a bit of money for doing it, as well as an okay amount of reputation. So that's really it regarding the updates. But now I do want to get to the specifics of the changes that were made to the amulet. So Walter was here last time, and he's probably always going to be here until I get a different healer on my team. I mean, he's just imperative to our success. So I think his presence kind of goes without saying. I decided to go ahead and add Patrick to the mix. I wanted to experiment with having an offensive water user, and I also thought, since I'm going to have him on the corner, it would be good to have some sort of earth damage as well. Oh, I'm so sorry. I did not mean to click out of that. But as you can see from this screen here, on his grid of skill to magic, he is almost exclusively a magic dealer. So physical attacks aren't going to really work too well for him. So moving on, here's Hank. Nothing really new to see with this guy. He's still doing what he needs to do. Oh my gosh. Here we go. So Francine, same bit, except I also added Olvis to her. And I recognize that I have a better earth ability that I could have given to Francine as well as to Patrick. I think it's Olvia or just Olvi. I don't remember. But it is the large damage, not the medium damage. But I wanted to go ahead and give them both this one because I believe it came with, I think it came with Wisdom up one. Did it? Yes, I'm pretty sure that it did because previously Patrick was MPF 1 and Water Power. So I apologize. I should have written all of this down, but I did not. Today is the 5th of July, so it is a couple days after my last recording session, so do forgive me if I take a minute to make sure that I'm remembering all the changes that I did. But so far, so good. That's pretty much it. And then Kraken is back into the mix, and I ended up giving him Sonic Boom. If you do recall from the last time that we were sporting Kraken on our fire side, he was doing burn shots, or no, burn hit maybe. He was doing one of those burn attacks, and I had left him in my kennel to use other Divine Beasts instead. So I brought him back and gave him Sonic Boom. He already had Crush from an early merging session that I had. So yeah, that's it. I believe those are all of the changes that I made. Some of them insignificant, but some of them I think should change things up for us quite a bit. At the very least, it'll be fun to see something different and just to experience a different style of play. I feel as though the fire side is very offensive, so I'm hoping that this will allow me to diversify my tactics a little bit. And I may go back to using my fire team or my fire heavy side, but for now, let's just go ahead and have a little bit of fun and experiment with different formations. So, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and pause the camera and make my way back through Water Visit, and I will meet up with you guys when we are at Water Place Island number 1. So, I'll see you in just a second, everybody. Welcome back, everyone. I have some fantastic news from when I was running through the previous water forested area. I ended up picking up a brand new egg that we have not yet encountered. It is a knack egg. Let me just let you take a gander at it. So yeah, there you go. Egg of a knack, a Gnaw divine beast. So this is the second Gnaw that we have yet found. The first one is actually Patrick, who is a Mukanak Gnaw. So yay, I'm excited. It was the, oh my gosh, I don't even know how to describe it. It was shaped kind of like a swordfish, if you guys remember what that divine beast looks like. Well, anyway, that's what this new egg is going to grow into. So I could not be happier. And nobody actually needs any items, so we're okay. We still have 11 slots remaining before we're full. So I'll just be sure to... Is this thing really running from me? But I'll be sure to give us some room by using things or dropping things if I absolutely need to. So let us continue making our way through. And before I forget, I did want to throw out there that because our previous episode was so long, what was it, like 27, almost 28 minutes? This one will not be more than 17 minutes. I may actually go ahead and end this one around the 15-minute mark. We'll just see. I mean, obviously, if we're in the middle of a cutscene, I'm not going to just cut the camera, you know, but if we are not in the middle of a cutscene, then you guys can expect this episode to be a bit more brief, just because, as I've explained to you guys before in previous episodes, I do want to try to balance things out a little bit. My ideal goal would be to have each episode be between like 17 and, oh my gosh, more extracts, between like 17 and 20 minutes, but that doesn't always work out, just because I sometimes have shit to do. Oh, boost max MP. I think I actually want to give this to Francine. Hey, nice! Mana points went up by 6. So, kind of following what I was just saying, if I am not able to have an episode or several episodes in a session be between 17 and 20 minutes, then, you know, if I have something that's 24 or 25 minutes long, then I want to try to balance it by having the following episode, or at least 1 or 2 episodes in that session, be under 17 minutes. So we'll see. This one for sure is not going to go over 17 minutes, assuming I am not smack dab in the middle of a cutscene. But I don't think so. Cure's scenes have been relatively short so far, so I'm not anticipating too much. Oh, I was expecting that thing to run away, but it did not. Okay, so let's go ahead and have our fireside hit. I'm trying to rotate through to give everyone the opportunity to get a little bit of extra XP. So that's kind of what I was doing as I was proceeding through the first water forest area. Oh, and I didn't even mention this. I was so excited about the egg. I'm pretty sure we have enough pretty stones now. I think. I believe I found another 1 or 2 earlier anyway, but I ran into Sokoban in one of the ogre vines. So I think we have at least 5 total. Maybe 6? Oh, it's another Walter. I don't actually need this. We can buy these, but whatever. I'll just go ahead and pick it up. And it's still good to go ahead and collect these extras, right? Because at the very least, I can put it into storage or take it back to the wind forest and combine it with something else to try to get an egg that I have not yet encountered. The only eggs that I just am not excited about finding are the Vordrek eggs. You saw in our previous episode that I have about 3 of them, and I think I have 2 that have actually been hatched. So I've had a total of 5 Vordrek eggs. I don't know why I keep finding those. I really don't have an explanation for that at all. Yet I do, so I gotta just roll with it, right? So I don't get excited about finding Vordrek eggs anymore for obvious reasons. I similarly do not like finding Mecklecock eggs because I hate Krusty's design. I don't like the way that airplane looks, so I don't know if that's a Divine Beast that I'll ever use out of an actual desire to use it. I may use one later on just so that I can eventually unlock all of the Divine Beasts. So I do want to have a full library or a full notebook, I guess, but we'll see how things kind of play out. There's a 4th form, and I didn't pay attention to that earlier, so this entire time that I've been talking to you guys about forms, I've been speaking as though... I did not even see what I picked up. I didn't mean to do that. Was it a mugwort? I doubt it was anything too... Oh, was it a cute gem? I think it was a cute gem, right, guys? Pretty sure that's what we just picked up. I did not mean to click that so fast. I am so sorry. There, nobody needs this. Oh, my goodness. Well, let me go ahead and just give this to Patrick. I have to get rid of these. At least the shitty ones that aren't doing anything for me right now. And then I'll be sure to either use or drop these mugworts because I just don't have enough room for all the shit that I want to have. But that's okay. It's good that it imposes a little bit of an extra challenge. Although I wish we could hold a few more items than what we're given. I think this was a good way to strike balance with difficulty. So I am not going to complain at all about the purse or the backpack size. I think it's okay. It's just sometimes a bit aggravating. But anyway, let us keep going. And another mugwort. At least this one's a Maida mugwort. But even those aren't too snazzy at this point. And I'm not even sure if we're going to have a scene with Cure because we had run through this twice already, I believe. Maybe only one time did we start to make our way through this. Alright, I have to use something. Oh, I think I only have an HP back book, so I don't even have a way to consume one of my books. So never mind. Never mind. Well, how has your day been, everyone? Mine has been okay. It's been a little bit busy. I am out at the new place yet again. I did some more cleaning, and all that's left for me to mop will be the kitchen floor. I had mopped it once already, but because of the fact that we've just been moving a lot of stuff and, you know, walking with our shoes on, there's a couple little spots that need to be remopped. So I'm probably going to just completely remop the kitchen this weekend. But as of right now, everything is looking great. I just have been doing more of my super detailed spot cleaning. But it's coming together. And I would say we have quite a few things moved in. We still have not moved any of our bedroom items, nor have we moved our living room. Although we did bring one couch over so that I would have a place to sleep. I'm going to be staying the night here for the next couple of nights, at least while my husband's friend is here. I may have already mentioned this to you guys, that his friend is coming into town. I apologize. I feel like sometimes I tell you guys the same stories over and over again, but I never know because I'll record maybe 3 episodes in one sitting, and then a day or 2 later I'll record another 3 or 4 episodes. So I can't always keep track of what I said in this session versus the last session versus the session before that. So I'll keep it brief. My husband's friend got here already, and they are at our old place while I am kind of camping out at our new place, which works great for me. I guess I didn't actually tell you guys that I did decide to accept my new job, or the new position, which is wonderful. I was very elated to even have the offer, even though it was expected, but I was also very contemplative about what was going to be the appropriate choice and whether or not I was going to regret something later. There was just a lot on my mind about it. I had made a relatively thorough Facebook post a while back Which I guess brings me to another thing. I have not been updating my Facebook as much as I typically do. And there isn't really a reason for it. I just feel as though I'd rather focus on... Oh my god. I'm just going to get rid of these shitty mugworts. I don't need them. I have plenty of meta mugworts. And I'd rather have the extra slots than trying to hoard those in hopes of maybe needing to use only one. So anyway, I decided that I wanted to allow myself to focus on recording as opposed to, oh my god, don't run, as opposed to always updating when things are going to be uploaded, especially since lately I have been letting episodes post once a day, sometimes twice a day, instead of me just bulk uploading all 3 or 4 or 5 episodes from the session on the day that I record them or get them edited. And I don't know why I changed it. It's not like one way is necessarily better. I actually prefer the bulk uploads, but this has been a bit easier for me so that I don't have to... Oh my god. Have we seen this thing before? I mean, I know we've seen it, but I mean, the egg. I think this is another slimy. I mean, obviously, the larval form is the same as Walter's. So that's great. I actually think this is going to be the Divine Beast that one of my good friends, Fizzy from Fizzy Flask Gaming, had requested that I named after him. So if this is it, then Fizzy, we finally found you. Yep, the Slurplimic, I believe that's what he wanted. Let's take a look at the egg. Oh my gosh, you guys, I think... Does that mean we have all the Slimies now? I believe it does. This is great! I can't wait to hatch it. I feel so accomplished. We've been getting so many eggs. Some new, some old, but hey, I'm just glad to be finding them. I felt like I had a little stretch of time where I wasn't amassing as many trinkets as I would have liked.
You're the Gnaw Beast Hunter. Do the Gnaws have unusual attacks?
That's a good question. There are some extraordinary ones. Special attacks that directly reduce mana points, and attacks that drain health points and mana points from the enemy. The battle is won by bringing the enemy health points to 0. So these attacks are powerful.
If the points don't just go away, but actually help the enemy, it feels like a loss in turn.
Oh yeah, you can also inflict mental damage on the enemy Beast Hunter.
Wow, that's huge. But won't you lose friends?
That's the other side of love. But the stupid men never understand me. I have friends. The Gnaws and the Divine Beasts have never betrayed me.
Indeed. I think I know why so many Naz are like you.
Well, that was an interesting and informative conversation. Let's see if he has anything else to say.
I wonder what they're all doing right now.
I like the Gnaw Beast Hunters masks as well. I had said previously that I enjoyed the way that the Leaf Divine, or I shouldn't call them Divine Beast Hunters, but the Leaf Beast Hunters, I like their masks. And I would personally, if as Kahu we could choose a mask to wear, I would probably pick that one, the Leaf Beast Hunter mask. Although I guess it wouldn't necessarily fit because we're using a wide variety of Divine Beasts, unlike some of the actual hunters who have a specialization, if you will. So I don't know. Kahu would need some sort of weird amalgamation of masks. Maybe cut them into a bunch of pieces and then reassemble them by gluing them together. But I'm not sure which ones I should say. There'd probably be 3 or 4 that I would like the most. But anyway, the point of me saying that is just to chime in that I do like the way that the Gnaw Beast Hunters look. Their masks are pretty cool. The Dracs look nice also. Maybe I like them all. And I just say it as I see them. I don't know. But coming back to what I was saying about my Facebook page, I know recently I've had some people asking why I haven't posted any announcements there, because in the past I have been pretty thorough with posting 2 times a week, sometimes 3 times a week, just depending on what I've recorded and when I have gotten the bulk episodes uploaded. But since I lately have not been uploading things in bulk and instead been only doing 1 or 2 episodes a day, depending on what I've had time to actually record, I just didn't want to continuously be updating you guys. I mean, do you really want me posting 3 or 4 times that more videos from the same recording session are up? I just didn't think that that would be the best approach. But I could be wrong. Oh my god, this is going to be a coma. Well, this is great, because we are right around 15 minutes anyway, so we're going to knock this coma out, collect our new seed beast, and then we will call it an episode. So I feel like we made some really good progress in this video, and we got some cool new eggs. I cannot wait to hatch the Slurpline egg, which will be fizzy, and I will be sure to make some room for you on my beast amulets, especially since what? You sack of horse balls. Well, you're gonna die. Especially since we now have the option of taking the next advancement test. I do want to do a little bit more merging of some people before I try to undertake it. I don't want to have a repeat of our last attempt where I got my ass handed to me. I'm sure you guys recall. That was embarrassing. It was so bad. Wait, is he actually restoring his mana? Whoa, my mind is blown. That is crazy. Well, all right, let's just grab it, take a quick peek, and then let's get the hell out of here. Wonderful. Give me them levels. Perfect, so we got a Fang Naggin cocoon. So thank you so much for watching, everyone. As I had noted earlier, I do want to keep this video under 17 minutes to kind of make up for the fact that our previous episode was way over 27 minutes. So when we come back together in our next episode, we are going to likely wrap up Water Place. We'll finish Water Place 3 and then take on Water Place 4, including the boss, and then we will go back to the temple, hand in our pretty stones, collect our reward, and then figure out where we want to go from there. So, as always, I'm your host, Rabbit. This is my Let's Play of Jade Cocoon 2, and I will see you in our next video together.